For your quiz on Monday, you might get a question where you're asked to plot the points. So we'll start by plotting 0, 0, which is at the origin. Then you'll be asked to plot 1, comma, negative 3. So to plot that, I start at the origin, and then I go 1 to the right and 3 down. Let's plot negative 1, negative 3. So I go 1 left, 3 down. And then because of time, I'm not going to graph the other 2 points. But if you take a quiz, make sure you plot all points. But I'm going to go ahead and connect the points and create this graph. Then it's going to ask me to determine whether the function is quadratic or linear. Linear equations are a straight line like that. Because this is not a straight line, it's going to be a quadratic. And this shape of quadratic functions, it's called a parabola. Parabolas are U-shaped functions that could be opening up like this or opening down like this. I can also figure out if it's quadratic or linear by finding the first difference and then the second difference. And if the second difference is linear, then the graph is quadratic. Okay. Finally, I have to find the equation. So let's write the equation of this quadratic function. Any quadratic function, guys, has the form y equals a times x to the power of 2. So all I really need to do is find a. To do that, I pick any xy point I want. Doesn't really matter which one. And I'm going to pick 1, comma, negative 3. So that's the point I picked, 1, comma, negative 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this equation, making sure that I include a, but instead of writing x, I'm going to look at the point I chose and select my x value. Once again, instead of rewriting x here, I'm going to look at my point that I chose and I'm going to pick the x value, which is 1. Instead of writing y, I'm going to look at my point and find my y value, which is negative 3. And then I got to solve for a. So it's going to be negative 3 equals a times 1 times 1 is 1. And divide by 1. And I'm going to get that a equals negative 3. Now all I have to do is I'm going to write my equation of the function right here. So I know that it's in the form y equals ax squared. So y equals ax squared. But I just figured out that my a is negative 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of writing a, I'm going to write the value of a, which I found that is negative 3, and this is my final answer.